Good afternoon, students, and also the teachers who have logged in for this webinar by Supermind for giving you the tools of how to go to your SYJC and how to deal with what is in the current situation and how best you can use this time sitting in your house and be prepared for when you give 2021 will be when you will be giving your HSC. So it's very important that you are aware of what it is and how it is that you will be going about this. We have a fantastic panel who will be giving you the guidelines, giving you guidance, and I'm supposed to be doing the welcome, but I'd first like to thank Milind sir, Archita ma'am, and Daya ma'am for having contacted us and giving National College this platform through whom you can contact and be in touch with the students and give them the right tools and, like I said, the right guidance, which seems to be the need of the hour at the moment. The about Supermind, I'll be reading because they have such a fantastic write-up about them. Supermind is an ISO certified educational organization working from the last 12 years in the educational field. Supermind is a bridge between the students and the educational system. Self-study, e-learning, educational helpline, counseling, seminars. I think I need to take a breath now. And all this is what they do and their various activities of Supermind. Nearly 50,000 students, 3,000 schools, 22,000 students and teachers have benefited through these various activities. Supermind is not working only in Maharashtra, but all over the world and all over India. So Supermind is an international award winner organization. I would again like to thank the entire panel of Supermind for having taken the time out to address my students. And I am sure all my students will really, really gain from this. Over to you, ma'am. I'm
Yes,
going to be the one in the background now. Thank you so
yes,
much.
yes. Thank you, Nair ma'am. Yes, all welcome to all my dear students of National College Bandra, all staffs of that college, and the renowned speaker who will deliver you shortly the subject-wise guidance for in this session. Uh, the session's name is Tension Free 12th. So, is it right? Is it tension free? Yes. Today we are going to tell you how we can become its tension free by doing the planning, by doing the self study, by doing the consistency in the study. All teachers, all well-known teachers, all well-known expertise will deliver you the subject-wise guidance for 4 subjects: maths, physics, chemistry, and also for biology. I hope you all are safe, healthy, and keeping the social distancing. Uh, but one thing you have to remember, you keep distance with people, not with study, because you are in 12th. 12th is a turning point. You all are aware. It's a turning point of your life, of your career. And this year, this 2021, is the first batch for the changing syllabus. Our books are changed, all paper patterns are already changed. The books are already available on e-Balbharti in soft copy. And there is in Mumbai scenario, I watching the news. There is all things are uncertain because of COVID-19. Rather in Mumbai also, all over world, it becomes very uncertain. But there is in somewhere colleges and classes are doing their lectures, doing their syllabus on virtual basis. वर्चुअल क्लासेस कहीं जगह चालू है, लेकिन हमें अभी पता नहीं है कि कॉलेज कब चालू होना है, हमारे जो क्लासेस रहेंगे वो क्लासेस कब चालू होने वाले हैं. ऑल थिंग्स आर नाउ अनसर्टन. बट माय डियर स्टूडेंट, इन 21 योर एग्जाम विल बी श्योरली कंडक्टेड. यानी आपकी एग्जाम होने वाली है. आपके जो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम है, सीटी है, नीट है, जेई है, ऑल एग्जाम आपके होने वाले ही है। तो अभी का जो लॉकडाउन है, अभी का जो आपका लॉकडाउन की वजह से आपके जो कॉलेजेस वगैरह बंद है, प्लीज डोंट टेक इट एज अ वेकेशन. Please, you do your self study in this vacation. How to do this self study, that I will tell you in the mid lectures, and the all expertise will tell you how to do the study of that textbook, of that your 12th exam, through their lectures. There is the first lecture is going to be conducted by Kalpana Desai madam of chemistry. She is university ranker, national merit scholarship awarded, and 26-year experience, a great experience in colleges, and she is the moderator in the college. So I request Kalpana Desai madam to start chemistry lectures to deliver her guidance to the student. Request to Kalpana Desai madam.
Welcome all, and my best wishes with you. Actually, chemistry subject is very interesting and well organized subject. If you study it in a proper way, then it is very simple and very easy to understand. You can score maximum marks. But if you study it in a proper way, then about standard 12th. 12th standard is very important year in your life as far as your career is concerned. So do hard work and score maximum marks and successful. Do not get panic. One more thing, one most important thing is, remember you are science student, and science students, the qualities required are regularity, punctuality, sincerity, and hard work. But that hard work must be with a well planned, systematically, and with a regularly. Now we will see our syllabus, that is chemistry new syllabus and new book. Actually, in this new book, presentation is very nice. The matter which is written or which is given, the questions which are given in the text as well as in the exercise are application oriented. So they are very useful in your future study as well as in your future workplaces. Then one more thing about our new textbook, that most of the matter is written in the form of comparative study. For example, P block, group number 16, 17, 18 are written in the form of comparative study. So you can save your time. Then there is no repetition in the book, and some of the points explained are very well.
कल्पना मॅम
हा.
सॉरी, तुमचा व्हिडिओ ऑफ झालाय.
हो, मी माझे स्लाइड सुरू असतात तेव्हा व्हिडिओ येतोय.
ओके, पण मग शेअर स्क्रीन आलेलं नाहीये.
ओ, 1 minute. 1 minute. आता दिसतो?
येस प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
येस सॉरी ओके. दिसतो सगळ्यांना? ओके. नेक्स्ट there is no repetition in the book, but most of the points are very well explained. For example, EMF series or so many points are there. These are very well explained, so you can study that very well. Then in the book, colorful charts and diagrams are there that gives a good visual impact to you. Then in the textbook, mostly in a organic chemistry, general reactions are given. If once you know that general reaction, then you can write so many, that is lot of specific reaction. That is, once you know only one general reaction, you can write hundreds of specific reaction. One more thing, in physical chemistry part, that is numerical part, so many derived formulae, that is formulae ready to use are given. So you can solve the numericals very easily. In the recent new textbook, the different points are given: observe and discuss, can you recall, do you know, try this, and so many points are there. Now, if you learn that points very carefully and sincerely, that will be very helpful to score the marks. And these are the basic concepts required for your study. Then, let us see now our question papers. If you observe the previous question papers, board question papers, then it is found that the photo दिसतोय? It is found that the question asked in the board exam are from the textbook only. Are from the textbook only. So reading of textbook is very important. The questions asked in the board exam not only from the exercise questions, but from the matter which is given in the textbook, matter as well as the charts, tables, diagram, the question asked from that also. So you have to read the textbook very carefully. Now the question asked in the CET exam and question asked in the board exam, the questions like a very short answer question or 2-mark question or 1-mark question, all are based on the textbook only. Most important thing is the paper setter, model answers, then the paper checker, that is examiners, moderator, chief moderator, and all they are using textbook only. So thorough reading of textbook is important. Each and every line from the textbook is important. Actually, the question asked in the CET exam or board exam are constructed from the matter which is given in the textbook only. Therefore, you have to read the textbook thoroughly. Then, during textbook reading, the how to study, how to score maximum marks. Then, during that, the one thing is you have to study in a proper way. Means what? Any concept is there, first understood that concept very carefully. Understood the concept, once that concept is understood, then that matter or that point is become very simple and easy. Then the question asked on that part in any type, then you can answer that quickly. You can answer or you can present in the or reproduce that answer in the exam. Once you understood that concept, then and then it is possible to present or answer that question. That question may be asked in a different way. Then next thing is fine reading or minute details. Means what? You should know the minute details. That is, for example, all of you know the alcohol. Alcohol on when heated at 443 gives alkene. But if it is heated at a 413, it gives a ether. See that very fine reading is there, 443, 413. That is, so many such examples are there in the textbook which require a very fine reading or called as a minute details, go in deep. Then one more thing, all of you know the distinguish between our comparative study, that during that comparative study or the distinguish between these. All of you know the alpha sulfur, beta sulfur, rhombic sulfur, monoclinic sulfur, like this. Comparative study is there. But in the given textbook, at the same time, what are the similarities between them? That also given. And whenever you require such a distinguishing point or comparative study, then you have to study in the form of distinguishing form as well as similarities between them and difference between them, that are useful to answer the different types of questions. One more part is there. Suppose you have to read one chapter or one part or one subunit, then this part is linked to the other chapters also. For example, in first topic, solid state, the crystalline forms of calcium carbonates are given. Calcite is one of the form. That is in first topic, it is a calcite, that is crystalline form of calcium carbonate. Now, its use is in a topic number 10, halogen derivatives. The nickel prism is made up of calcite. Like this, so many such examples are there. That is, once you read any point in a one topic, then you have to link that point in the other topics also. One more thing is the self-study. Suppose now you have online lectures. If you have online lectures for 1 hour, then you have to study minimum 2 hours on that lecture or on that part. Then and then it is possible to understand that part. Now, in our new textbook, actually total 16 topics are there. I divided that 16 topics into 4 parts: physical, inorganic, and organic part. Let us see first physical part. Now, in the physical part, actually different subjects have a different technique to study. And it is very essential to develop that technique. That is how to study physical part. Now, first 6 topics: solid state, solutions, ionic equilibria, chemical thermodynamics, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics. These 6 topics from the physical chemistry. Then these 6 topics, physical chemistry, in that theory part and numerical part is there. Now, let us see first theory part. Daya madam, can you visible?
Yes.
Yes.
This next one, these 6 topics, that is physical chemistry. Actually, how to study physical chemistry? In that 2 parts are there. First one is theory part, and then second numerical part. Let us see first theory part. In that theory part, first, suppose any topic, suppose solution topic. You have to study topic solution, then first divide that topic into different units and subunits. Then take one unit and subunit, read that part, learn that, understood the concept, and then revise. Simultaneously, you have to note down the formulas which are present in that part or in that unit in your notebook. And if possible, make some charts or shortcut methods or tables for that studied part. Then in this way, you have to complete that all units and subunits of that chapter. Now at the end, now you know or understood the all theory part. You have all the formulas which are available in that topic. Now you know the theory, you have the formula. Now you go to numerical part. Now numerical part, first solve the solved examples which are given in the textbook. Now for the numerical part, nearly about 12 to 14 marks are allotted in the board exam for numericals based on these 6 topics. Then how to solve numericals? Now you know the theory, you know the formulas. First you should know the unit conversion that you studied in 11th standard. Then unit conversion formula, then solve the numericals now only by using log table only. That is very important, because in the board exam, the answer given by model answer is from log calculation only. So use the log table, that is compulsory. Now, one more thing, these physical chemistry topics based on totally 11th standard book. The basic concept, basic terms required to study the physical chemistry of 12th standard, these are mole concept, concentration, MO theory, redox reaction. Actually, without redox reaction, you can't study anything. Or mole concept. Actually, mole concept. Whole chemistry is based on mole concept. Without this mole concept, you can't solve any numerical. Then intermolecular forces and types of bonds. Then that is, if you study the physical chemistry, then you should know the basic terms which are available or which are present in the 11th standard. First clear that part and then you have to start the physical chemistry. Now consider the next part, inorganic chemistry. In that inorganic chemistry, see the topics. Next topic, topic number 7, P block, then 8, D block and F block, and then 9, coordination compounds. Then these 3 topics from the inorganic chemistry, totally based on a periodic table. You should have periodic table in your study room. In front of your study table, you must have that periodic table. In that periodic table, group, periods, oxidation number, electronic configuration, formulae, physical properties, all they are correlated with one another. You should know that correlation between them. Then it is very interesting to study the inorganic chemistry. One important thing to study the inorganic chemistry, that is inorganic reactions. Actually, students directly balance the reaction and there is some confusion. Instead of that, you have to go stepwise. First, you should know the valencies, monovalent, divalent, trivalent, etc. Valencies. Then you know the all formulas of inorganic compound. Then write the equation and then balance that equation. For this inorganic chemistry, you require the basic terms or basic fundamental concept from the 11th standard. Most important is electronic configuration, hybridization, then all atomic and physical properties of the atoms, etc. You should know all these points, then and then it is possible to study the inorganic chemistry. Then we go towards the organic chemistry. Organic chemistry, the topics are 10, 11, 12, and 13. Halogen derivatives, alcohol phenol ethers, aldehyde ketones, and lastly, amines. Actually, organic chemistry is very simple, but you should know some terms. Most important is nomenclature. Once you know the nomenclature, common name as well as IUPAC name. What happened? Actually, students learn or mug up the nomenclature. Don't do like this one. Don't mug up. Nomenclature, common name is, if you know the family name is a common name. One more thing, you should know 8 alkyl groups. 8 alkyl groups are the heart of the chemistry. Once you know that 8 alkyl groups and name of the family, then you can write the common name of any compound. And only 3 rules, that is suffix, prefix, and base name for the IUPAC name. The terms required for organic chemistry. One more thing, that is, once you know the nomenclature and if you know all these terms, what is meant by hydrolysis, single bond hydrolysis, double bond hydrolysis, etc., substitution, nucleophilic, electrophilic, halogenation, dehydrogenation, reduction, oxidation, all things. If you know nomenclature and all these terms, then and then it is possible to write any organic reaction logically. Do not mug up any organic reaction or any part from the organic chemistry. Don't mug up any part. Once you know these basic terms and nomenclature, you can write any reaction logically. Then one more thing, that inductive, electromeric, and resonance effect. These are the very important points to study the acidic nature or basic nature or solubility or physical chemistry part, physical properties of the compounds. Then is very easy to study the organic chemistry if you know this part, which is available in the 11th standard. First, should you know the basic terms. Then we go towards the last three topics. It is biomolecules, then introduction to polymer chemistry, and green chemistry and nanochemistry. Biomolecules, actually biochemistry is there. That is topic totally based on biochemistry. Once you know the organic chemistry part, then in that structure and reactions of biomolecules are very easy. That is, first cover the organic part and then go towards the biomolecules. In case of organic chemistry, actually, one thing is there. If you study first halogen derivative, then go to topic number 11, then 12, and then 13. That is, go serially. Don't start directly the topic number 12. That is, biomolecules require the basic terms, that is basic concept, organic chemistry. Then topic number 15, introduction to polymer chemistry. Most of the part from this topic covered in a 10th standard. Again, same, it is totally based on the organic chemistry. It is a industrial chemistry part. Then lastly, green chemistry and nanochemistry. It is a somewhat theoretical topic. You have to read that part, then it is very easy topic. Okay, now let us see about the chemistry. If you, I want to stop here, madam. There, madam.
Yes, you can stop sharing.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Any doubt?
You can.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Yes, थैंक केमिस्ट्री मैम आपका हो गया पूरा ना?
Yes, any doubt or no question?
No, not yet. Any student mention in the chat box.
Okay.
अगर स्टूडेंट को कोई डाउट है तो स्टूडेंट प्लीज राइट इट इन द चैट बॉक्स. टीचर्स विल सॉल्व दिस योर क्वेरीज. थैंक यू देसाई मैडम. बहुत ही अच्छा अपने डिटेल्स केमिस्ट्री का स्टडी कैसा करना है वो आपने लेसन वाइज यानी ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री, इनऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री ऐसे आपने बताया. इसमें आपने ये बताया कि डोंट मग अप. टेक्स्ट बुक का थरो जो स्टडी है दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट्स नॉट ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट इन योर 12th बोर्ड एग्जाम बट ऑल्सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन योर फॉर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम, फॉर CET, फॉर NEET, फॉर JEE. So each and every line of the textbook reading thoroughly is very important. So it's sufficient, only reading is sufficient. So I will add one sentence. Object oriented reading is very important. ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड रीडिंग आपने किया तो वो ज्यादा आपको अच्छी तरह से ध्यान में रहेगा. रीडिंग के बाद अभी प्रैक्टिस करना है, राइटिंग करना है. प्रैक्टिस करने के बाद वो इवैल्यूएशन भी करना है आपको. और इसके बाद आपको जो इवैल्यूएशन के बाद आपको पता चलेगा दैट इज सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन इज द कीज ऑफ द सेल्फ स्टडी. स्टूडेंट अभी मैंने पहले ही मेरे इंट्रोडक्शन में बोला था कि अभी आपका जो लॉकडाउन का वेकेशन है वो वेकेशन डोंट टेक इट एज अ वेकेशन, टेक इट एज अ स्टडी लीव. इट्स प्रॉब्लम्स कन्वर्ट्स टू यू कन्वर्ट्स टू इट इनटू अपॉर्चुनिटी. अभी आपको जो लीव मिली है, आपको जो छुट्टी मिली है, इस छुट्टी का आप अच्छी तरह से इस्तेमाल कर लीजिए. आप सेल्फ स्टडी कर लीजिए क्योंकि अभी का जो पेपर पैटर्न है वो पेपर पैटर्न इज शिफ्टेड टू एक्टिविटी शीट. फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन पेपर टू एक्टिविटी शीट. एक्टिविटी शीट में कुछ भी आपको मगिंग अप करना नहीं है. जितना आप सेल्फ स्टडी करेंगे उतना ही आपको ज्यादा से ज्यादा मार्क्स मिलेंगे. अभी के जो सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट है वो सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्ट आपको बता रहे हैं कि टेक्स्ट बुक का थरो स्टडी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड 11 के जो बेसिक कंसेप्ट है वो 11 के बेसिक कंसेप्ट आपको अच्छी तरह से रिवाइज करना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो जो सेल्फ स्टडी है वो सेल्फ स्टडी आपको अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा वो ऑब्जेक्ट के हिसाब से, यानी आपके पास फॉर एग्जांपल आपके पास कुछ क्वेश्चन पेपर है और कुछ क्वेश्चंस है और वो क्वेश्चन के आंसर ढूंढने के लिए आप अगर लेसन रीड करेंगे तो आप अच्छी तरह से रीड कर सकते हैं। दिस इज द ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड रीडिंग। ऐसा आपको स्टडी करना है। इट विल मेक यू अ गुड मार्क्स, गुड स्कोर इन योर final exam. Next lecture is maths.
There, madam.
Yes.
1 minute. One sentence is there. 1 minute.
Yes.
Actually, स्टडी करने के बाद क्वेश्चन आंसर आपको सबको सुपर माइंड से मिलेगा। वो मैं थोड़े हाँ कहना भूल गई।
दया मॅम काही क्वेश्चन आहेत एक दोन। रेडमी म्हणून आहे, आय हॅव मिस सम ऑफ केमिस्ट्री कन्सेप्ट सो आय रिवाइज फर्स्ट 11th और फोकस्ड ऑन 12th। that's ma'am एक क्वेश्चन आहे।
yes हाँ yes pardon please।
one question is there।
हाँ
there is please tell me the student
Redmi, the question I repeated, I have missed some of chemistry concept, so I revised first 11th or focused on 12th.
Yeah, first you have to revise, clear the all concept and then go to 12th standard.
Yes.
One more is there. How can I give my equal attention to NCERT and text both?
If you want to attempt that is NEET exam, then you have to use the NCERT book. But if you are giving only CET exam and board exam, then our book is enough or sufficient. But for NEET exam, you have to use NCERT book.
Yes, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. We have proceed for next lecture, please, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes. आपने देसाई मैडम आपने बराबर जो एड्रेस किया कि अभी की जो बुक्स चेंज हुई है, जो स्टेट बोर्ड की भी बुक्स चेंज हुई है, इट्स इक्वल टू NCERT, almost 90 to 95% equal to NCERT books. So finally ये मैसेज अंडरलाइन हो जाता है। थरो स्टडी ऑफ textbook is very important and thorough study of the textbook means the self study। आपके पास अभी टेक्स्ट बुक बोर्ड ने, बाल भारती ने जो टेक्स्ट बुक है वो टेक्स्ट बुक साइट पे ई बाल भारती पे उन्होंने अवेलेबल करके दी है, तो प्लीज डाउनलोड दैट टेक्स्ट बुक। आपने डाउनलोड की होगी तो उसका हर लेसन का ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड रीडिंग करना दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। आवर नेक्स्ट डे लेक्चर इज ऑफ मैथ्स। आपके सबके वीडियो जो है वो वीडियोज बंद है, लेकिन आई कैन विजुअलाइज सबके जो चेहरे हैं वो टेंशन ऐसा लगता है हर किसी के चेहरे पे, क्योंकि मैथ्स का स्टडी कैसा करना है, सिलेबस तो चेंज हो गया है, तो मैं कैसे पढ़ाई करूँ, टेक्स्ट बुक कैसे टेक्स्ट बुक का मुझे स्टडी करना है, ये सब आपको बताएंगे दीपक पाटिल सर। ही इज द मॉडरेटर इन द बोर्ड, रिव्यूअर ऑफ द textbook and he the scrutiny officer and resource person of our textbook। जो अभी का टेक्स्ट बुक चेंज हुआ है इसके वो रिसोर्स पर्सन भी है, उनको 22 इयर्स का टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस भी है। तो मैं सर को रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ, सर प्लीज गाइड आवर स्टूडेंट फॉर द मैथ्स। पाटिल सर प्लीज।
थैंक यू मैम।
यस।
हेलो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, dear parents, the teachers, how are you? I won't say everything is fine, because all of us know what is going on globally and we have no other option but to face this challenging situation. We all know that you all cannot attend the college, any class, and in addition the syllabus is changed. Now how to face this problem? Okay, so let us discuss this one by one. You all are familiar with the new syllabus from 9th, 10th standard. Every year the syllabus is changed. In 9th standard, in 10th standard, in 11th standard, even though in this 12th standard the syllabus is changed. Okay, but if you observe the old syllabus and new syllabus, there is no change, means no maximum change is not there. A little bit change is there between old syllabus and new syllabus. Okay, in this situation, what to do, how to prepare? There are so many people around you, like your parents, your relatives, the teachers like me, and your teachers from your college, Nair ma'am and their team, and the one more team, that is Supermind team, is behind you to say, Lado, Lado. But how to fight, how to achieve our goal, that is very important. So for that, what to do? Just go through the guidelines given by your teachers, by experts, and there is one more hand behind you, is Supermind. So Supermind having the collection of very nice question bank, questions are there. You refer that questions are not only important for board exam, they are also important for your competitive exam, because that questions are not so straightforward. As per mathematics are concerned, I have prepared the questions according to marks: 1 mark question, 2 marks question, 3 marks question, 4 marks questions, and then the difficulty level is also there: simple questions, difficult questions, tricky questions. So that's why you have to go through the activity sheets or the material given by Supermind, that will help you in your achieving the goal. Okay, so let us discuss the actual topic. What is our today's aim to discuss this? To remove the depression. Means what? In this lockdown, how to prepare mathematics, how to score good marks. Without teacher, without any guidance, is it possible to achieve our goal? The answer of this question is 50% yes and 50% no. So in mathematics, it is open sentence actually. Okay, so what to do? So in this lockdown, what you have to do, you all are familiar with your total concept of 11th standard. I just asked the question to Nair ma'am whether you have conducted your final exam or not. So she said no. And even in our college, we have not conducted any final exam. So you don't know the actual paper pattern of this new syllabus, because the paper pattern of 11th and 12th is same. Okay, so we will discuss the paper pattern as well as what is the change in syllabus, and one more additional thing is what, how to prepare the topics of 12th with the help of the topics of 11th. Okay, so let us discuss this one by one. I will share the screen. Ma'am, please, I want to share my screen.
Yes, please, sir.
Okay, so these are the topics you have learned in 11th standard: angles and its measurement, trigonometry. I'm not going to read all these topics. So these topics are very important. In this topic number 2 and 3, trigonometry, all these trigonometric results are very important. If you remember all the results of trigonometry, actually not only trigonometry, if you remember all the results of 11th standard, your 50% study of 12th standard is over, because the syllabus of 12th is based on the syllabus of 11th. Let us compare the syllabus of 9th and 10th. Ask the question yourself, which syllabus you find difficult, 9th standard or 10th standard? Yes, your answer may be the 9th standard. The same thing is there for 11th and 12th. if you compare the syllabus of 11th standard and 12th standard, the syllabus of 11th standard actually not difficult. If you compare both the syllabus of 11th and 12th, then the syllabus of 11th is compared to 12th standard syllabus is vast. Not difficult, actually it is vast. But if you prepare all the concepts of 11th, you can easily understand each and every concept of 12th standard. For example, trigonometry, all these trigonometric topics are very important. All the formulas are important. Sin A plus sin A plus B is what? So if you know that formula, you can easily apply that in derivatives, in trigonometry chapter, in integration chapter. Okay. So these results are very important. So what to do? You have to write all these formula on one sheet, and if possible, make the charts and put that charts in your study room, if possible. Otherwise, prepare one notebook or one diary in which you summarize, you write all these formulas so that you can use or you can see, you can refer that formulas easily whenever you need them. Okay, so here I make some chapters as star. Chapter number 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 2, sorry, second, fifth, and sixth chapter from Maths 2 and Maths 1. Why may I make this star? Because these topics are very important for your CT exam. In CT exam, out of 50 questions, 10 questions are from 11th standard syllabus. Okay, so in 11th standard syllabus, these are the only topics which I have marked by star. These are the topics, 6 topics are there. So the 10 questions will be from these 6 topics, and remaining 40 questions will be from the 12th standard syllabus. This is about CET. What about JEE? So maths is not needed for NEET. You know it very well. So for JEE, all the syllabus of 11th standard and the syllabus of 12th standard is very important. Both syllabus is, all the topics are compulsory. Both syllabus is compulsory for JEE examination. Okay. Now, when you appear for any entrance exam, for that syllabus, you have to go through the syllabus and then you have to learn. There is one question in chemistry lecture, whether we have to refer NCERT book or what state board book. If you compare both the books, our standard state board book is also equivalent to NCERT book. Actually, CBSE or NCERT, if you go through that book, there is only one book, mathematics. And for 11th and 12th standard, for mathematics, there are 2 books, namely mathematics and statistics. So in state board syllabus, the syllabus of NCERT is also there. In addition, some statistical part which is not in NCERT book, which is also there in our state board. Remember, so the syllabus of state board and NCERT are equivalent. Okay, so this is about the syllabus of 11th standard. Now we will go through the format of question paper later. First, you just go through the unit wise distribution of marks. Actually, these are the old marks. Old marks means what? This year up to 2020, board conduct the exam according to this distribution of marks. So what is change in old and new syllabus? Actually, in mathematics, there is no change. Only one topic from 11th is what in 12th standard, and one topic of 12th standard is in 11th standard. So which is that topic? Continuity. You know the continuity topic. So continuity is a part of 12th standard in one syllabus. Here I mentioned this. It is shown by yellow color.
पाटील सर तुमचा आवाज ब्रेक झालाय.
Hello.
नाही येतंय. नाही येतंय.
Hello.
सिस्टीम ऑडिओ चेक कराल प्लीज एकदा.
Hello everyone.
No sir.
Hello.
Yes sir. Please.
Okay. So here the new and old. First column shows the new and the second one is old, means chapter numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you observe, almost all the topics are same. Here, this yellow colored, that is continuity, is in 11th standard now. So only one topic is removed, and all the topics are same to same as the previous year syllabus. Okay, so previously the weightage of these topics are given to you, marks with option, logic is for 8 marks, matrices for 6 marks. So this was for old pattern. For new syllabus, this weightage may change, but the topics are similar. Look at this. Previously, vector and 3D geometry were the different chapters. Right now, it is in one topic, that is in one chapter. Okay, even line and plane were two different chapters in old syllabus. Right now, it is only one chapter. It is means combined in one chapter. Okay, and in paper 2, definite integral and application of definite integral, these are the two different chapters. Previously they were what, combined, and right now these are two different chapter number 4 and chapter number 4. So previously there were 17 chapters, old there were 17 chapters, and right now there are only 15 chapters. So as compared to the old pattern or old syllabus, the new syllabus is very easy to score good marks in board examination. That's why the 12th standard syllabus is more easy as compared to the syllabus of 11th standard. So what you have to do, you have to remember all the formulas. Okay, and if you observe here, differentiation, this differentiation topic is there in 12th standard, and you have learned part 1 in 11th standard. So if you know all the rules of derivatives, all the laws of derivatives, you can easily tackle with this chapter and the application of derivative. These two topics we can easily understand if your 11th standard derivative is good. Okay, now this integration, definite integral are based on this derivative. So in paper 2, the chapters are based on each other. We cannot skip any topic. If you skip any chapter, you cannot attain, you cannot understand the remaining chapters. Okay, only this is the last topic, probability distribution and binomial distribution. They are very simple. They are based on probability. You love probability, you like probability. So with the help of probability, you can solve these sums or the example based on these two topics very easily. But these remaining 6 chapters are related with each other. You cannot skip any topic. And in mathematics 1, there are total 7 chapters, previously 9, right now 7 chapters, they are combined. Okay, so all these topics are as it is. Now the weightage will be changed because these chapters are combined. So this weightage is not fixed now. This weightage will be changed after the paper pattern will be discussed. Discuss means when HSC board declare the new paper pattern and the weightage, at that time you will get the idea of marks of this each and every topic. But this is the tentative marks for the last year. Now, what is the question paper, format of question paper? You are not given your annual exam of 11th standard. That's why you don't know the pattern. But many students from CBSE board, they have done their 10th standard from CBSE, so they are aware this pattern. But those who are past 10th standard from state board, they don't know this format. So what is the format? Your question paper is divided into 4 sections, A, B, C, D. So in these 4 sections, there are sub questions and the instructions are given properly. So in section 1, that is section A, there are 2 questions. Question 1 contain 8 multiple choice questions. So 8 multiple choice question and 2 marks each. So this is the facility only in mathematics that each MCQ is for 2 marks. And in all the rest subjects, physics, chemistry, and biology, the MCQ is for only 1 mark. Okay. So for mathematics, if you miss the answer, if you are unable to give the answer, you lose your 2 marks. So MCQs are very important. So for that, you have to go through the textbook properly. Your textbook is your Bible. If you refer each and every corner of textbook, each and every concept of mathematics, then and then you can score the good marks or all the marks of these multiple choice questions, as well as this 1 mark question, question number 2, 4 very short answer type question, means 1 mark questions are there. So 1 mark questions are very straightforward, state the law or something like that. So we'll get the idea when you prepare the questions. Section B, all 2 mark questions are there. So in section A, there is no option. But in section B, there are options. Out of 12, you have to attempt any 8 questions. Okay. In section C also, there are 12 questions. Out of 12, you have to attempt any 8 questions. And the section B questions are for 2 marks. And section C are for 3 marks. Section D contain again 8 questions, each 4 marks. And you have to attempt only 5. Okay. And this is the format of your question paper. So if you go through question paper pattern, because paper pattern is very important. When you prepare the chapter, suppose one chapter is for 6 marks and you should know the pattern. If you know the pattern of question paper, then how 6 marks will be divided? 1 plus 5 is possible? No, because there is no 5 marks question. 3 plus 3 is possible? Yes, 3 plus 3 is possible. 2 plus 4 is possible. So such a combinations we can consider, and by considering this, we prepare the question bank. So how we prepare the question bank, how we prepare the question, that you will get the idea from the Supermind. So in Supermind, we have prepared such a questions to you so that you can understand which type of questions are there in your board examination. Okay, so this is about our subject. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me, or you can write your questions on chat box so that I will give the answer to you. I hope you understand what I mean to say. Actually, I am the student of Marathi medium. I have done my total education in Marathi medium till MSc, actually till 12th standard. After that, BSc, MSc, MAd I have done in English. But I am trying to express you how to study mathematics, how to score good marks in mathematics, what are the important topics. So all the best to you. And if you have any question, you can ask me.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Can we stop the share screen?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. One question is there, sir, from Aisha Qureshi.
Okay.
As a NEET aspirant, as I have opted for PCMB, what should be my way of approach for maths?
You just go through the textbook, because you won't need for NEET. Maths is not important for you. So only for board examination, you need mathematics. And each and every question in board examination is from textbook only. So there is no change in a single sum. Okay. That's why you have to refer only textbook and the questions provided by Supermind.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, sir. Yeah. एक्चुअली अभी सर ने जो आपको डिलीवर किया लेक्चर में कि टेक्स्ट बुक इज द बाइबल, टेक्स्ट बुक आपको थरोली स्टडी करना है. और एक बात जो सर ने इम्पोर्टेंट कही कि आपके 11 की एग्जाम नहीं हुई है तो आपको पता नहीं है कि कैसा पेपर पैटर्न रहेगा, बिकॉज नाउ द पेपर पैटर्न इज चेंज फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन पेपर टू एक्टिविटी शीट्स. सो एक्टिविटी शीट में आपको प्रैक्टिस की बहुत जरूरत है. तो सेल्फ स्टडी करना है, तो सेल्फ स्टडी करना है. मैं बार बार बोल रही हूँ कि आपको सेल्फ स्टडी करना है. तो सेल्फ स्टडी करना है यानी क्या करना है? तो सेल्फ स्टडी में 4 प्रिंसिपल्स इंक्लूड रहते हैं. इसमें रीडिंग, राइटिंग, इवैल्यूएशन एंड प्रैक्टिस. Reading means not only the reading, object oriented reading. So what is object oriented reading? तो object oriented reading means आपके पास अगर आपके सामने अगर questions रहेंगे और वो questions के आंसर ढूंढने के लिए आप lessons read करेंगे, तो that is the object oriented reading. ठीक है, आपने वो जो questions के आंसर है वो आंसर you find that answer, then you write down it answers properly. So it's a second tool is writing of the self study. Then you evaluate that answers from the expertise, because you can understand no error. यानी आपके जो mistakes है, आपको जो गलतियां है, वो गलतियां अगर आपके समझ में आएगी तो आप उसको improve कर सकते हैं. और जो आपके marks है जो कट होने वाले हैं बोर्ड में, वो आप improve करके वो मार्क आपको ऐड हो सकते हैं. और उसके बाद जो 4th टूल है दैट इज प्रैक्टिस. प्रैक्टिस में मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट. और मैथ्स के लिए और सभी सब्जेक्ट के लिए, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथ्स, बायोलॉजी, इसके लिए प्रैक्टिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो सुपरमाइंड क्या करता है, तो इसी हर ऑल सब्जेक्ट के लिए हर लेसन पे अकॉर्डिंग टू बोर्ड पैटर्न जो रहता है, तो लेसन वाइज हमने क्वेश्चन बैंक बनाई है, यानी 1 मार्क के क्वेश्चन, 2 मार्क के क्वेश्चन, 3 मार्क के क्वेश्चन, वेरी शॉर्ट आंसर्स, एमसीक्यू, 4 मार्क के क्वेश्चन, ये सब एक लेसन वाइज क्वेश्चन बैंक में हमने प्रोवाइड किए हैं। वो क्वेश्चन बैंक हर स्टूडेंट को हम दे देते हैं। उसके बाद वो जो क्वेश्चन बैंक है, वो क्वेश्चन बैंक स्टूडेंट ने सॉल्व करके अगर हमारे पास उन्होंने भेज दिया, तो हम विथ 3 मार्क्स चेक करके उनको वापस भेज देते हैं, यानी नो एरर मींस इन मराठी चुका जाना चुका टाळा। सो अगर आपको ध्यान में आएगा कि यस हियर आई एम लैकिंग, सो यू कैन इम्प्रूव योरसेल्फ। दिस इज द मेजर टूल ऑफ द सेल्फ स्टडी। एंड देन इवेल्युएशन के बाद आपको अगर समझ में आएगा कि हियर आई एम लैकिंग, सो यू आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे अब रिपीटेडली, और यू कैन गेट अ गुड मार्क्स थ्रू द हेल्प ऑफ सुपरमाइंड एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ थरो स्टडी ऑफ द टेक्स्ट बुक। अब नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, अभी 2 लेक्चर बाकी है, वन इज ऑफ फिजिक्स एंड नेक्स्ट इज ऑफ बायोलॉजी। नेक्स्ट लेक्चर इज ऑफ फिजिक्स। फिजिक्स का लेक्चर आपको डिटेल्स डिलीवर करने वाले हैं शलाका अभ्यंकर मैडम। आई रिक्वेस्ट
there ma'am, just one question for Patil sir from Facebook live.
येस
सर तुम्ही रीड केलाय क्वेश्चन,
Yes,
काय
sir.
उत्तर देऊ शकतोय आपण?
How to study maths with easiest way? Actually, how to study maths in easiest way? If you want to score 50 to 60 marks, it's very easy to score 50 to 60 marks, because only if you go through the formulas, and there are 4 to 5 chapters. Actually, I said this at the end of the lecture, means not this lecture, when the students are appearing for board examination and many students are having problems. Sir, mathematics is very difficult. How to score? I think that I will be failed in a board examination. So I just said them, you just go through the 2-3 chapters. One chapter is mathematical logic. Second chapter is probability distribution, binomial distribution. If you prepare only these 3 topics and one more matrices, these 4 chapters if you prepare, you score 30 to 35 marks in board examination, and 20 marks practicals are there. So easily you can score 50 to 60 marks by preparing only 4 chapters. Okay, just to pass 12th standard. But if you want to score good marks, you have to go through according to the weightage and all the topics you have to prepare.
yes
Thank you sir.
yes thank you sir. Our next lecture is of physics. शलाका अभ्यंकर मैडम डिलीवर करेंगे आपको फिजिक्स के लिए। शी इज एमी इन इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन। आई रिक्वेस्ट टू शलाका मैडम फॉर डिलीवर द फिजिक्स लेक्चर्स टू द स्टूडेंट। शलाका मैडम प्लीज। शलाका Abhyankar, yes.
Good afternoon, students. This is
Yes.
Shalaka Abhyankar, and today we are going to see how we are going to prepare for the 12th examination. All of us are knowing that our syllabus has been changed. Okay, I will share my slide.
Yes.
Ma'am, मला जरा share करू देत.
Yes.
Yes, wait.
Okay. One thing which I want to suggest you that the e-Bal Bhakti has provided us the PDF. So I request all of you to please store or download that PDF in your laptop, PC or desktop, so that it will increase the font size. So it will be possible for you to read more pages than reading it by using your mobile. Okay. I'll share some screen. Okay. Madam, दिसतंय व्यवस्थित?
Yes, yes, madam.
Okay, okay. So first we'll see the changed 12th physics syllabus. Previously there was a 20 chapters in your syllabus. Now they have converted that 20 chapters in 16 chapters. In this syllabus you have the 16 chapters, and this 16 chapter is divided into 6 units. That is, first chapter, rotational dynamics and mechanical properties, your first unit. Then kinetic theory of gases and thermodynamics is your second unit. Oscillation and wave optics, that is chapter number 5, 6 and 7, which will be your third unit. Then electrostatic and current electricity is your fourth unit. Magnetism, which includes the chapter 10, 11, 12 and 13, which will be your fifth unit. And modern physics, which includes your last three chapters, that is 14, 15 and 16 chapters. Okay. To study for the physics, first we'll go for your paper pattern, which is same for your 11th standard paper pattern. Your physics paper is divided into 4 sections. That is section A, section B, section C and section D. In section A, you are having the question number 1 and 2. This is a compulsory question because it don't have any option for that questions for question number 1 and 2. Question number 1 includes 10 MCQs, which is 1 mark each MCQs. Options are provided. You are supposed to pick up the correct option. Then section question number 2, these are 8 questions. 8 are the compulsory questions. No options are provided, and they are called as a VSA, that is very short answer questions. It also carries 1 mark. Okay. Then section B, which starts from question number 3 to question number 14, that is they are short answer type questions, 2 mark each questions. They will be providing us 12 questions, out of which you are supposed to write 8 questions. Okay. Section C is also short answer type questions, which starts from question number 15 to question number 26. There will be a 12 question, out of which you are supposed to attempt the 8 questions, but they carries 3 marks each question. Okay. The last section is section D, which starts from question number 27 to question number 31. They are long answer type questions. They carry a 4 mark each questions. They will be providing us 5 questions, out of which you are supposed to solve the 3 questions. Now, many times what happens, students are very much afraid, or they are not very comfortable while solving the numericals. So they always go, physics numericals are very hard. The students, this is not the fact. You please go through this slide. I will explain you out how the numericals are explained, how the numericals are important, because there are 36 to 40 marks numericals out of 100 in your paper. The paper pattern which is given section A, we have seen first question is MCQ and other second question is VSA. In that board has specified that there will be 7 theory questions and 3 numericals. In VSA there are 6 theory questions and 2 numericals will be there. For section B, which is short answer 2 mark question, it carries 7 theory questions and 5 numericals. For section 3, which is 3 mark question, there will be a 12 question, out of which 7 theory questions and 5 will be the numerical questions. Now in section D, which is long answer type questions, they will be providing us 5 questions. Board has mentioned that at least 3 questions should carry a 2 mark theory and 2 mark numerical. Student, if you calculate the weightage for the numerical, it will be 3 plus 2 plus 10 plus 15 plus at least 6 marks. So it will be providing us 36 marks. Numericals will be there in your total syllabus out of 100 marks. If the other 2 questions out of 5 also carry a 2 mark numericals, then it will be a 40 marks numericals. So students, I will suggest you that don't only prepare for the theory, you are equally have to prepare for the numericals. So how I will guide you to study for the physics? Physics part can be divided into 3 parts. What is first is theory, which also includes the derivation and the numericals. So first we will see how you are going to study, or how you are going to prepare for the theory part. For preparation of the theory part, you have to go with the textbook carefully. I will explain, I will suggest you not go for carefully. Throughout the year, you are supposed to read your textbook n number of times. You are supposed to read the textbook thoroughly. You prepare the question bank for each and every chapter. Summarize the points which are given for in the textbook for VSA and MCQ. Because student, 2 mark question, 3 mark question or 4 mark question will be a simple than the VSA and MCQ. VSA and MCQ can be asked from any point, any concept and content from your textbook. For attempting the VSA and MCQ, you have to read the textbook carefully, summarize the point, then only you are able to attempt the 18 mark of paper, which is question number 1. Now I have marked one point, which is star mark the questions which you feel difficult. What you are going to do, you are going to prepare a question bank for each chapter. Suppose I have prepared a question bank for chapter number 1. You can take the help of Supermind question bank for preparing this question bank, because they have prepared a very good question bank which includes the 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, that is long answer question as well, so that you can take a help of that Supermind question bank. Now if I have prepared the question bank for chapter 1, which includes 20 to 25 questions, now you are going to star mark the questions according to the difficulty level which you feel, because each student may feel that this question is difficult, other student may feel that the other question is difficult. So according to your difficult level, you marked it as a star 1, star 2 and star 3. What this will help you out when you are going to revise the chapter at that time, the questions which are star mark question, you are going to revise it more than 2 times, more than 3 times. The questions which are easy, you are going to read it. The questions which are hard, you are going to pay more attention on that questions. So when you summarize it, you can understand that there are 5 to 6 questions from among 25 to 30 questions which are hard, and I have to pay more attention on them. So you can star mark the question which you feel difficult. For studying the physics, you have to prepare your own notes for the attempting the question, full questions of your question paper. Now for this, I will suggest you to apply a OTM method. What is meant by OTM method, students? It is only this much method. Suppose your there will be your college has been started from the month of June or July. You have 2 months for your unit examination, and college have given a syllabus for 4 chapter out of 16 for unit test if they have 4 chapters. Now you are going to divide this 2 months for 4 chapters for 2 months, that is 2 chapter a month. Then what you are going, yes, only this much I am going to prepare for this 1 month. So it will not make you that, oh, I have to prepare for 16 chapters. No, for this month I am going to prepare for 2 chapters, 15 day I am going to prepare for 1 chapter. What you are going to prepare for that in that 1 chapter, you are going to read it, you are going to summarize the point, you are going to make a question bank, you are supposed to write the VSA, MCQ, then you are supposed to write its solve the numericals, and then you are supposed to write the derivations. So we are going to see how we are going to prepare for the derivations as well as numericals. So for this, you are going to apply an OTM method, which will be help you out to bifurcate your whole syllabus, and then you are going to prepare for each chapter thoroughly. Okay. Then next is preparing for the, we have seen the how we are going to prepare for the theory part. Then we are going to prepare for the derivations. Students, you can't prepare derivations only by reading the derivations. You have to write the derivations. Again, I will say you are supposed to write the derivations n number of times before you are attempting in your examinations, because it is not possible for you by reading the derivation, you can't reproduce it correctly in your examinations. So for preparing the derivation, again, for preparing derivation, you can star mark in between points in the derivations. How you are going to do? If the derivations contain 10 to 11 points, so first point you have to start up with that derivation, you star mark that point. Second, third step will automatically come, because you know what you are going to apply after that. So there will be a 2 to 3 stars for each derivation that you have to revise when you are going to revise your derivations. And then that star point will be helping out you to write the derivations in your examinations. The next third part from the physics, which is numericals. Numerical is very important, which I have told you previously. It carries 36 to 40 marks. So please don't keep numerical for the options. Physics is a subject in which you can't only prepare the theory, you can't only prepare the numericals. You have to prepare both, then and then only you can attempt the 70 mark full paper correct. Okay. Now we'll see how you are going to attempt for the numericals. For there are 5 steps to solve the numericals. First, read the numerical. Now, as you have prepared for your theory, you are must be knowing each concept of the numerical which they have given. Okay. So read the numerical and try to understand the numerical. Now there is a given data which you are supposed to write. Select the given data and first convert it into the proper unit. So not necessary that you are always supposed to convert it into the SI unit, but most of the time we require it to convert into the SI unit. So conversion is very important for the solving the numericals. Now you are going to choose the correct formula for that. Put the values in that formula. Now the very important point is solve the numericals whenever necessary by the log calculations, because log calculations have the points, I have the marks. Now you got the answer, write your answer with correct unit will carry you the half marks. So this is the procedure to solve the numerical. Now when I told you that you choose the correct formula, for this the first step, by studying your physics, you are supposed to prepare your formula book thoroughly. What is meant by formula book? Formula book contains all the formulas which are present in chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and you are supposed to prepare for whole 16 chapters. This is going to help you out for board examination as well as your competitive examinations. Because at a time of competitive examination, you can't go for chapter 1, yes, I want to take this formula. No. If your formula book is ready, you can revise it once a day and then you can go for the n number of MCQs for that. So while preparing the formula book, the one important point which I want to mention you is you are supposed to write the constant in it also. Suppose there is a Planck's constant, gravitational constant, value of mass of the electron, value of the charge of the electron, which you have to use. In question paper, they may provide, they may not provide the value of the constants. So if they provide, it is beneficial for you. But if they haven't, then you have to remember it and you have to reproduce it in your formula. So I request you out, when you prepare your formula book, write down your constant in your formula book, so that when you revise the formula, automatically the constant will get revised by you. Now, once you attempt for your board examination, you will be attempting for your competitive exams, that is CET, JEE, NEET. And some students may not go for this. If they take admission for different courses, then that college is also going to take their entrance examination, which is based on the 11th and 12th standard syllabus. So anyhow, you have to prepare for the competitive. Competitive examination is not only preparing for JEE, CET, NEET, but there are many more examinations which you will go in. And the syllabus will be 11th standard and 12th standard syllabus. So for competitive exams, you can't prepare for competitive exams after your board examination, students. You are supposed to prepare from the day one. Whenever you are preparing for board examinations, you are supposed to prepare for the CET, JEE and NEET examination for that chapter, and then that chapter will get completed. So when I told you that OTM method, when you plan for only this much, this includes your board as well as your competitive examination. So students, I will suggest self-study, repetitive reading of your textbook, as well as the Supermind question bank which we are providing, then discussion with your friends, with your teachers, with your experts, thorough revisions and repetitive revisions of your syllabus will guidely lead you and will definitely lead you to the success.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
माझं
you.
झालंय. Yes,
Yes,
मॅडम माझं
yes,
yes.
yes. Thank you, madam. या आपने बहुत अच्छा डायरेक्शन दिया स्टूडेंट को कि आपको क्या करना है, जैसे OTM मेथड, जैसे प्लानर बनाना है स्टूडेंट को, लेसन जैसे 3-4 लेसन, 2 लेसन या 3 लेसन एक महीने में, वैसा प्लानर बनाना है, यानी इट्स अ डिसिप्लिन फॉर द सेल्फ स्टडी एंड द टेक्स्ट बुक इज द बाइबल, बिकॉज एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के लिए भी और आपके कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम के लिए भी टेक्स्ट बुक एंड सेल्फ स्टडी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। स्टूडेंट, आपको ये भी मुझे बताना है कि अगर आपको कुछ डाउट रहेंगे स्टडी करने के वक्त, तो सुपर माइंड यू विल प्रोवाइड यू द हेल्पलाइन फॉर एकेडमिक हेल्पलाइन फॉर यू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स। आपको हेल्पलाइन यानी 904, आई विल टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स, 904999288 इज द सुपर माइंड एकेडमिक हेल्पलाइन। इस हेल्पलाइन पे आपको जो कुछ डाउट है, वो डाउट आपको सिर्फ क्या करना है, तो आपका नाम और आपका सब्जेक्ट का नाम और मोबाइल नंबर आपको SMS करना है इसी नंबर पे, तो दैट द स्टूडेंट सब्जेक्ट टीचर्स विल कॉल बैक यू एंड दे विल सॉल्व योर ऑल क्वेरीज ऑफ योर सब्जेक्ट। सो हेल्पलाइन स्टूडेंट को, सुपरमाइंड हेल्पलाइन भी आपके साथ है, यानी क्या क्या आपके साथ है, एक्सपर्ट टीचर है, आपका कॉलेज है, टेक्स्ट बुक है, सुपरमाइंड का सेल्फ स्टडी प्रोग्राम है, लेसन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन बैंक है। अगर ये इसके साथ आपने अगर सेल्फ स्टडी किया, आपने थरो स्टडी किया अभी से, तो आपको सक्सेस जरूर मिलेगा अच्छी तरह से। आपको अभी लास्ट लेक्चर बाकी है, वो लास्ट लेक्चर है बायोलॉजी। बायोलॉजी के लिए रेवती, यस मैडम,
One
yes,
question is there.
एक क्वेश्चन है, हाँ,
yes, one question is there. Yes, Ashwini madam, please proceed.
How similar is text to the NCERT, and how do I practice the numericals of NCERT?
Yeah, I will explain you all.
मैडम,
Similarity is the new syllabus they have tried to cope up with the NCERT syllabus, but we can't say that it is similar or 100% same as the NCERT syllabus. Now, for preparing for the NCERT syllabus, you are supposed to read the NCERT book, jot down the formula. You jot down the formula which are different from your HSC textbook, and then you can solve for the NCERT book, numericals.
Yes, yes, thank you madam.
Yes.
Then बायोलॉजी के लिए आपको गाइडेंस डिलीवर करने वाले हैं रेवती इनामदार मैडम। शी इज द ऑथर एंड कोऑर्डिनेटर ऑफ योर बुक। अभी जो आपका बुक आने वाला है, इसके लिए शी इज द बोर्ड मेंबर एंड 30 years टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस of in the college. So I request Inamdar madam to deliver your valuable guidance to the student for the biology. Inamdar madam.
thank you madam. Good afternoon everyone, students and my teacher friends. After listening to all these 3 lectures, now it is time for biology. First of all, there are some similarities with the other subjects I am talking about, that is paper pattern. Paper pattern of physics, chemistry and biology is same, but definitely mathematics is slightly different. Okay, that is about the paper pattern, same type of questions. And if I'm not wrong, students might have appeared for terminal exam, which is also based on the new paper pattern, consisting of MCQs, short answer questions, etc. Then regarding syllabus, 12th standard syllabus of this new textbook, it consists of 15 chapters. I'll share my presentation. Yes.
Yes, madam.
Is it visible?
Yeah, yes, madam.
Thank you. So new syllabus consists of 15 chapters. Yes. All these 15 chapters, the contents of all these 15 chapters, they are already introduced to the students in the earlier classes, that is in 9th and 10th standard, like life processes, biotechnology, then molecular basis, structure of DNA, RNA, all those details are given or introduced in previous classes. but now we are going in details of it. So every chapter students might have noted. I hope all the students have downloaded the textbook, e-textbook of biology. Am I right? Hello? Hello students.
Yes, yes. सभी को म्यूट किया है मैडम ना, इसलिए
Twice. Okay. So all students might have by now downloaded the textbook of 12th standard. So they might have noticed that already the introduction of these topics is done in earlier classes. Okay. So the textbook starts with reproduction in plants, in lower and higher plants. Similarly, reproduction in animals, lower and higher animals, etc. It starts like that. And this introduction of these topics has started right from earlier primary and higher secondary classes. Okay, so the details of the depth and scope has increased in 12th standard. Then there are 15 chapters, as I said. The third chapter consists of molecular biology, which is in today's world the advanced or the modern biology, we can call it. It has all the details about the molecular structure, that is the molecular identity of every individual can be studied in this chapter, which includes DNA fingerprinting and also Human Genome Project, etc. etc. And then evolution. Every child must be having a question in his or her mind that how the life must have started from the beginning. Which was the organism that has started on the earth, how the life on the earth has started, etc. etc. So those questions are answered in this chapter, and how the evolution took place. It has not taken place in a day or two, but it took millions of years to evolve, and we can see today's world. Okay, and then the physiology, plant physiological chapters are there. They are already introduced in earlier classes, that is plant-water relations, then plant growth, how the plant grows. So from agricultural point of view, those students who are willing to go for agriculture, BSc agriculture and all, these chapters are very, very important. If they can apply this knowledge in their day-to-day practical life, that is, what is plant nutrition, what is exactly the nutrients which are required for growth of the plant, etc. Then the respiration and circulation. Very interesting. Today we are listening to the corona crisis, where the respiratory system is affected very badly, and patients suffer from respiratory problems. So to know the system thoroughly, how it works, what are the disorders of this system, etc., are included. When you study this chapter, you will relate to today's situation. You are locked in at indoors, and that is the reason why this system is not working. You can relate that. Then the circulation, these two systems cannot be separated. They are totally interconnected, and the circulation and respiration, all the details of these systems are included in this. Next is control and coordination. Right now, our control coordination system is working. That's why we are here. We are alert. We are listening. We are paying attention. Okay. So that is thanks to our control and coordination system. That is both chemical as well as electrochemical system. That is hormonal and electrical. Okay. Then the next chapter is health and diseases. If you go through, I suggest you go through this chapter, that is chapter 10, health and diseases. In that, there is a common cold, and about the coronavirus is also discussed. Please go through that. You will be surprised how this virus plays havoc in the system, in respiratory system. That is all included. Even a common cold is nothing but a viral fever, viral infection. Then enhancement of food. As you know, the population is increasing day by day. To fulfill the demand of the food, we have to have the system which will help in enhancement of these food. Okay, different types, maybe from different sources we can have this. Then biotechnology. Biotechnology is playing very vital role in today's world, and we are expecting vaccine of the coronavirus thanks to biotechnology. Biotechnically, using the biological processes, this technology is going to produce the vaccine for COVID-19. Then the remaining topics are from ecology. Ecology means environment. Immediately after the lockdown, within 1 week or so, we got the messages that environment got cleared. Okay, the pollution level has decreased. That means the man is exploiting the environment, and what are the different factors, what is the need to protect this environment, and all is included in these three chapters. It is the problem we are facing, pollution, then population, all these three P's are there we are facing in India in particular and in world in general. So these are the different topics. Till today, we have not received chapter-wise weightage from the board. Okay, overall weightage and the paper pattern as last year's we will be discussing here. So it covers entire syllabus, every chapter, students.
Madam,
Yes.
your slide, please. एक ही slide
Yes. Next. So every chapter has applications in our day-to-day life. Okay. So biology is directly related to life. Okay. Every subject, if I am not wrong, if I am not exaggerating, every subject is coming back to biology and it has its implications on biological life. So that is why every chapter of the biology has applications in our day-to-day life. So this chapter doesn't require rote learning. There are no formulae, but concept of the biological processes are very, very essential to be understood, to be made clear. There shouldn't be any ambiguity. So biology, you have to be thoroughly prepared with the different terms. There are many terms, they are same sounding terms which are present. So you have to be thoroughly understood with the terms. What do they mean? How do they differ from the other term? With that clarity has to be done. This is possible only when you study, you read the textbook many times, at least 4 to 5 times you should complete reading in this vacation. I'm not saying vacation, it is a lockdown period, I guess. So don't waste your time, this essential time, that is valuable time, I would say. You shouldn't waste your time. Okay, you have to go through this textbook. It's very interesting. This new textbook is colorful, showing all the diagrams in all colors. 4 colors are used, and there are many maps. Okay, pattern maps. Maps are given and activities are given which are applicable in our day-to-day life. Okay, so this paper, as I said, it consists of 1, 2, 3, and 4 marks questions. Okay, they are subjective. Apart from that, there are 10 MCQs which have the weightage of around 14% of the total marks. So that means the objective questions or MCQs are even more weightage when compared to earlier paper. The reason is the child is expected to have clear clarity of the concept. There may be confusing or very close answers as options given for these MCQs. So child must be accurate to have clear concept to come to the conclusion of the correct option. Mind well, if you go wrong, you will not be getting the partial marks. Okay, either you will score 1 mark or you will get 0 mark. So you have to be correct, accurate, and a given stipulated time. That is what is expected for solving this paper, especially the MCQs. Read the MCQ completely, thoroughly. All the options you must read. Don't come to conclusion the moment you read first option, because the second or third option may be more accurate than the first one. Okay, so always remember, read all the 4 options and then come to conclusion, mark that. Always, for writing on the answer sheet also, you have to write not only alphabet but the correct option in word also you have to write. Okay, don't write only alphabet. That is not valid, that is not credited for board exam. Is that clear? So reading questions is very, very essential to have clear concepts for solving MCQs. Now coming to the rest of the questions, that is very, very short answer type of questions. There are 8 questions in the paper of this, and with my experience, I can say students are not able to score out of marks because of these questions. Because very, very short answer questions for this thorough reading, thorough clarity of the concepts is essential. And with my experience, I will say students are losing 1 or 2 marks at this stage only. Okay, next comes the 2 marks questions. They have the weightage of 2 marks. Here, even the diagram can be asked. Okay, biology students, don't get scared of the diagrams. We require biologically correct diagrams. We don't want any artist to be present here. We don't want very artistic diagrams here. Only the biologically correct diagrams are required. And moreover, many a times we give diagram based questions. Diagram is already provided to you. We label 1 or 2 labels saying indicating X or Y or A, B, whatever it is. And we ask you to give the significance, give the functions, whatever. So here student is not supposed to draw the diagram. Only the child is supposed to know the label of the diagram and give the significance, give the function, give the importance. So don't worry about sketching. Okay, you are not supposed to be an artist for solving biology paper. Most of the times I hear students are scared of biology paper because they cannot draw diagrams properly. So don't worry, diagrams are very simple. With practice, just draw 2 to 3 times. With practice, you will definitely master that. As earlier, madam has said, practice makes one perfect. That is truly applicable here also. Okay, then comes the 3 marks questions. 3 marks questions are slightly elaborate. It may have one diagram, along with that some description is expected, or it may be descriptive. Major part or most of the times we select questions for this which includes either 3 steps, 3 phases, 3 stages, etc. So 1 stage, 1 mark. Like that. The model answer is very clear. Mind well, while setting the question paper, we see to it that it should be possible to solve the paper within stipulated time. It should not be too lengthy. It should not be ambiguous. Very clearly, the instructions are given in the question itself. Okay, and while framing your answer, you should read the question properly again. What exactly is asked and what exactly you are supposed to write while answering. For example, I come across this mistake very common. For example, whenever we ask the question, describe conducting system of the heart, we get the answer of entire essay description of internal structure of the heart. That is not expected. We want only 4 points. That is the SA node, AV node, Purkinje fibers, and only these 4 and its details in 1 or 2 lines is expected. But children do not understand, do not pay attention to the question properly, and they write essay which is not correct, and unfortunately they lose marks. So they have to read the question properly, what exactly is asked, what exactly they are supposed to frame in the answer. Okay, so that is very, very important. As I say, 60% counts to their study and 40% is presence of mind while solving the paper that counts. Okay, students, you have to have very peace of mind, be confident, you should have self-confidence, okay, while solving the paper. So very calmly you can solve the paper, no need to take stress, okay. It is very easy. Of course, I agree, biology is a descriptive subject. So description is expected, but thank God the paper pattern has changed to test your concepts. Now the lengthy questions are avoided. Maximum weightage of marks is 4. So we don't expect essay type of questions covering 2 to 3 pages, very long, lengthy questions. Our answers are not. So read the questions properly. Only 4 marks weightage is there. So naturally your answer should be precise. Is that clear? So that is how students are to be trained. This training is possible by the Supermind question bank. Okay, you go through the questions, go through the answers, how you are going to train the answer. That will help you. Even if you go wrong, there are experts, okay, experts in the subjects with lot of experience. They can help you out in correcting all the mistakes, rectifying all your mistakes. Is that clear? So it's very easy, students. Now lastly, parents, if they are participating in this meeting, i um, I request, I advise them that don't be under stress. Of course, I agree. We are going through a crisis of corona pandemic. Definitely, every one of us are under stress, no doubt. But I am sure there is a solution. Shortly, we may expect to have a vaccine, okay, and that is going to solve this problem. But mind well, academic career is very important. As already Daya Madam has explained you, this is a turning point of your life. So don't waste your time. It doesn't mean that you should not relax. You can relax for some time, but give more time to your studies. Okay, study properly. As you know, already this coming academic year is going to get disturbed. So naturally, the administrative authorities will try to make it up by conducting your exams on time as per schedule. Okay, they will try to make up this disturbed schedule by having all the schedule set right. Okay, so that is why your exams are going to be on time as per schedule as every year. Okay, so please don't, and this is a practice. Online teaching is going on in most of the places I hear, except of course there are certain hurdles are there, there is no doubt, but still it is a practice, and even government is promoting it, so it will be common in near future. Okay, the very important part is you have to have very clear concept. We don't require rote learning. We are not parrots. Okay, so rote learning is not expected. You can explain the details, physiological details, or any other concepts in your own words. You can write. No marks are cut in the board. Okay, don't worry. If it is correct, biologically correct, you will score full marks. Now coming to competitive exams. Our textbook, this new textbook, definitely it is based on NCERT. All the concepts, maximum I will say more than 95% of the content from the NCERT textbooks is covered in our textbook. Rather, I will say it has given more information than the NCERT. There are many open-ended questions included. Many activities are included in this textbook. Open-ended questions are given to the students think so that these students who are not willing to go for medical profession or engineering, they would be our future scientists. Okay, they can have the platform for their research. With this open-ended questions, they can think about it and they can go ahead with their research in future. So we may have our scientists here right now also. Okay, so please think about those open-ended questions. You may have the off-grid type of thinking also, so that will help you to solve these questions also. Then lastly, the Supermind question bank is going to be provided, and this includes all types of questions, and you have to solve this, and it is sent to experts. They will check and they will suggest you how you can rectify the silly mistakes, I will say. It's not that all of you commit very blunders, but very silly mistakes may lose your marks. So try to avoid that, and that guidance is given by the experts. Okay, and of course the bridge is a Supermind. Okay, so I think are there any doubts, students and others participants?
Yes, they can write in the chat box.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, madam. Uh, yeah, can we stop the share the screen?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, madam.
Yeah.
So अभी thank you madam, आपने अच्छी, because this textbook is your baby.
Yeah, of course.
So that students and the college faculty, you are very lucky, जिन्होंने वो बुक बनाया है उन्होंने आपको अभी जो गाइडेंस दिया, इट्स वेरी वैल्यूएबल. एंड वो गाइडेंस में उन्होंने वही बोला है कि प्रैक्टिस एंड सेल्फ स्टडी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड फॉर सेल्फ स्टडी there is no other way than the Supermind. Supermind provide you all the subject question bank. We check it back to you. There is also helpline, academic helpline for to clear your any doubts. अभी अगर आपने सुपरमाइंड सब्सक्राइब किया तो आपको, अगर आपने 3 सब्जेक्ट लिया तो आपको इंग्लिश भी फ्री मिल जाता है. और अभी के स्टूडेंट के लिए, जो हमारे कॉलेज के स्टूडेंट है जो अभी आज पार्टिसिपेट हुए हैं, इनके लिए 1500 का डिस्काउंट भी अभी हमने अनाउंस किया है. सो प्लीज डू रजिस्टर फॉर सुपरमाइंड. एंड इस रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए चैट बॉक्स में हमने नंबर भी दिया है 7447416661 फॉर एनी रजिस्ट्रेशन. you can call on this number and for registration process. So thank you very much इनामदार मैडम, आपने बहुत अच्छा गाइडेंस किया. ऑल टीचर्स थैंक यू, आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह से बोला. इसमें से ये हो जाता है कि प्रैक्टिस मेक्स मैन परफेक्ट. अभी का जो मैं समराइज कर रही हूँ अभी, कि जो अभी लॉकडाउन का पीरियड है, डोंट टेक इट एज अ लीव, टेक इट एज अ स्टडी लीव, डोंट टेक इट एज अ वेकेशन. अभी से आपने अगर टेक्स्ट बुक के माध्यम से, थरो टेक्स्ट बुक के माध्यम से स्टडी किया विद द हेल्प ऑफ सुपरमाइंड, यू कैन स्कोर अ वेरी गुड मार्क. अब अभी अपने इनामदार मैडम ने बोला कि आपका जो बोर्ड के एग्जाम है, आपके जो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम पे है, वो टाइम पे होने वाले हैं. इसलिए अभी से आप, हमारे हाथ में बाकी कुछ सिचुएशन हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन हमारे हाथ में सेल्फ स्टडी करना तो हमारे हाथ में है. टेक्स्ट बुक का थोरो स्टडी करना ये हमारे हाथ में है. और आपके लिए सुपरमाइंड ने भी लेसन वाइज क्वेश्चन पेपर जो बनाया है, वो आपको जो सब्सक्राइब करने वाले हैं उनको हम इमीडिएटली भेजने वाले हैं. with the help of that question bank, you can study thoroughly and you can score a very good mark with the help of Supermind, with the help of your college teachers, with the help of these all expertise who deliver the valuable guidance today. So thank you very much, all students, all teachers. Thank you the college management who initiate to organize this program. Thank you for Supermind, all dignitaries and staff. So I hand over to Nayar madam to end this session.
Yeah. First and foremost, I would really like, she has already thanked everyone, but I would like to give a big thank you to all the experts. And like she said, especially in bio, you got it from the horse's mouth. This person whose baby it is the one who has told you how to study. I think you can't get luckier than that. So students, please follow whatever instructions were given to you in physics, in chemistry, in math, in bio. You need to just assume that this is, you can still look at it as a vacation. I'm going slightly away from what ma'am said. Every vacation, you all are in classes between your 11th and 12th. So even if this is your vacation, you are from 11th going to 12th. Since you're doing this shift, you're going to be studying in classes. Since you can't physically go, the classes are coming to you through Supermind. So what I suggest you do is follow up, see what can be done. And Bal Bharti is giving you textbooks in the soft copy format. So you just need to follow it up. All of us have at least a smartphone now. So it's just a matter of keeping focus and starting. The first step is what takes you a long way. You have to start your journey by taking that first step. Maybe you haven't taken the first step yet because your 11th standard, you think your exams are not done or whatever. But you all know how you were fared in your 11th. So there is nothing to worry. You start your process, you start your first step, take your first step into your SYJC journey today. So all I have to say is all the best to my students and a big thank you to all the speakers and a bigger thank you to the Supermind team. Thank you so much. On behalf of National College, on behalf of my principal, on behalf of the management, we would really like to say thank you so much. Thank you very much.